Breeze now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
21.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Let's go, come on. No. 319.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep over the... This is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready. Waiting.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
11.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there from 10 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to the best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
That's fine. Yeah. That boy's got 4 down. Blue 58.
Working from the gun, Rodgers finds his target, Montgomery. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's go. Come on. Hurry up. Four down. Check. 4 down.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Hurry up, hurry up.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And now look at him go. Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 67 yards on the ground. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On second down, here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Breeze
now to throw. And has it complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
We are going.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And Crosby puts it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Mike 50. 95-56. 95-56.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze out to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
95-56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Breeze going to sneak it, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Get set, get set, get set.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. Room to run past midfield. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Breeze now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And left side here, it's Graham. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try to limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Hey, slow down, slow down. No. 18.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back now at Lambeau. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The defense may be content to give him 9 there as it brings up 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, build their confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And this is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt, and so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Hey, 88. 88. 319. 47 right. 319.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Let's go, hey, let's go, hurry up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Hurry up.
He's back to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Over. 319. John Wright. 319.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You saved them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Now he's flushed out left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Box it. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Rodgers has done it before, but he won't get the connection here, and the ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity, just unable to cash in at the end.